welcome to Movement with Laurelle, hosted by Wild Wandering Creations. I'm Laurelle and I'm going to be leading you through this practice today. Today we're doing an Unwind Vinyasa flow. So get into some comfortable clothes and we'll get started. So we're going to first start off in a comfortable seat. I'm going to sit up on a block. You can too if you want, or you can just use the mat and sit up nice and tall. Start to soften through the shoulders, close down the eyes. Maybe soften the gaze if that feels better. And allow the shoulders to drop. And allow the muscles in the face to relax. Now give yourself this moment to check in. Notice how you're feeling, what's present in the body, what's present in the mind. And then if it feels good for you, take a nice deep breath in through the nose. Sigh out the mouth, let it go. And allow yourself to settle into your practice. And starting to tune into that breath, maybe you start to ignite that ujjayi breath, that slight constriction in the back of the throat, that ocean breath. Breathing in through the nose and out through the nose if that's available to you. And giving yourself this space to just be. Meet yourself where you're at today. This is an all levels flow, so take it at your own pace. Find the variations that work best for you. And seeing if you can let the ego go. So really tuning into how things are feeling rather than how they're looking. If you like to set an intention for your practice, you can go ahead and do so now. It can be as simple as I am here, I am grounded, I allow myself to flow. When you feel ready, the eyes can stay closed or the gaze can stay soft, or you can flutter them open. And on the inhale, we're going to reach the arms up towards the sky. Keep those shoulders nice and soft. Exhale, release, let it go. Good. 2 more just like that. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, release. 1 more just like that. Inhale, reach the arms up. And exhale, release, let it go. Good. Right hand plants down. Take that left arm, reach it all the way overhead. You can find your micro bend in that right elbow. Reach over. Maybe the gaze is up towards the sky. Maybe it's down towards the floor. Play around with it. Find what's working best for you today. 1 more breath. And then slowly come back up through center. Reach both arms up towards the sky. Left arm down, right arm reaches overhead. Micro bend in that left elbow. And again, play around with it. Do you want the gaze down towards the earth or up towards the sky? You can try it both ways. See what one is feeling better for you today. And then on your next in-breath, let's come all the way up. Now let's move a little faster. Right hand down, left arm over. Back through center, other side. Good. 2 more each side. Just find your own flow. Follow the rhythm of your own breath. Don't worry about how fast I'm going. Just follow your own pace. Good. Last one on this side. Perfect. Come back up through center. Fingertips find either side of the hips. Soften through those shoulders. If you're sitting up on a block or a cushion or a blanket, you can just move it off to the side. And we're just going to start to walk our hands forward in front. Hands plant down, tuck the chin, round through the spine here. Breathe into the shoulders for 3, 2, and 1. Slowly come back through center. Let's switch the grip of the feet. So take the opposite foot in front. And once again, walk those hands forward. Good. Tuck everything in, round through the spine. Breathe for 3. Breathe for 2. And 1. Slowly come back through center. And we'll find our way into our hands and knees. So start to ease your way there. Start to take the knees underneath the hips, hands underneath the shoulders. Spread through the fingertips. And then you're going to drop through the belly. Lift the heart. Round through the spine here, press the floor away, tuck that chin in towards the chest. Move with your breath. Inhale, open up through the heart. Exhale, round through the spine. Good. 2 more just like that. Inhale to lift. Exhale to round. Add any movement that feels good here. So maybe it's a ripple through the spine, a drop through the shoulder. Really use your space. Really allow yourself to move freely. Remember, we're unwinding, so releasing that tension, tightness. Maybe releasing any tension, tightness from the holidays. Sometimes that creeps up on us, so let it go. And then slowly come back into a nice neutral spine. We're going to take those knees nice and wide, big toes touch. Reach the arms forward, forehead lands. And allow yourself to just settle. So head is heavy, arms are heavy. Allow the floor underneath you to support you. And find 3 deep breaths here. So seeing if you can breathe into the pelvis. Breathe along the spine. Feel that breath travel through the body. Good. 1 more breath just like that. Feel that full inhale. And that exhale. Good. Once you finish that last round of breath, start to press into the hands. Come back through that tabletop position. Knees come back underneath those hips. We're going to tuck through the toes, lift up, downward facing dog. Now right away, make sure that you're spreading through all 10 fingertips. You can bend into one knee and then bend into the other knee. Do that a couple times, playing around with the feet, playing around with the weight, and then maybe also playing around with the distance between the feet and the hands, seeing how everything's feeling. And then eventually find your way into stillness. So we're trying to lengthen through the legs, not fully straight, but lengthen. So maybe you have a slight bend in the knees here. Maybe the heels are just hovering, or maybe they're placed on the earth. Just make sure that you feel good and the hips are lifting and the shoulders are away from the ears. Now on your next in-breath, you're going to slide forward, find a nice high plank. Let that exhale take you up and back, downward facing dog. Inhale, come forward, high plank. Exhale, shift it back, downward facing dog. Good. 1 more just like that. Inhale, slide forward. Hold for a breath. Lower the knees, bend into the elbows, come all the way down towards the earth. Hands come out nice and wide. Spread through those fingertips. Inhale, wide arm cobra. Exhale, gently release. Inhale, open the heart. Exhale, take it down. 1 more just like that. Inhale, open. Exhale, release. Good. Hands come back underneath the shoulders. Hug those elbows in. Tuck through the toes. Press through tabletop. And then lift those hips up and back. Downward facing dog. On your next in-breath right away, let's pull the right leg back behind. Square off those hips. And then let's find a nice deep bend in the knee. Open up through that hip. Heel draws towards the seat. Good. 1 more breath here. And then inhale to straighten through that right leg. Square off those hips once again. Knee pulls forward, look in between the hands. Step that right foot forward. Good. Right away, you're going to drop that back heel down. We're going to come into a warrior 1 stance. Inhale, reach the arms up. Soften through the shoulders. Now I want you to pay attention to the hips here. Seeing if they're level and square to the front of the room, you might need to widen the stance just a little bit. And then make sure that front knee is in line with the front ankle. Soften through the shoulders. Find that breath. Breathe into the belly. Inhale, reach the arms up. Soften into the shoulders. Inhale, find a little length. Exhale, cactus through the arms. Open up through the chest. Breathe here for 3. Breathe here for 2. And 1. Inhale, reach the arms up. Hands connect overhead. Pull the hands towards your heart. Going to cross the thumbs. Going to press the hands forward. Start to straighten through that front leg. As you exhale, pull the hands together. Bend back into that front knee. Good. Do that 2 more times. Press forward. Straighten through the front leg. Pull everything back in towards you. Find that breath. Maybe close the eyes. Maybe soften the gaze. Just feel into the sensation, the movement. And then come back through center, hold here. Inhale to sweep the arms up towards the sky. Exhale, widen the stance, step that foot back, warrior two. Take a peek at the feet, make sure that that front heel is in line with the arch of the back foot, and you're slightly peeling open that right knee. Soften through those shoulders. Bring the gaze forward. Good. And then you're going to start to reach that left arm forward, and we're almost going to pull an arrow. So like pull that hand all the way back and then release. Feeling that nice energetic pull, reach forward, pull the hand back and release. One more, just like that. Pull it forward, take it back, release. This time flip that front palm, reverse your warrior, take it back. Keep that front knee bent. Breathe here for 3. Breathe here for 2. And 1. Slowly come back through warrior 2. Right away, straighten through that front leg. You're going to start to pull that left hip back, right arm forward, hinge from those hips, Trikonasana, triangle pose. Now you can have a slight bend in that front knee. Make sure that you're not hyperextending through that knee, and make sure that you're opening up through that shoulder. A little trick I like to do is pull the left arm forward, drop back into the shoulder socket, and then lift the arm and open. Good. Breathe here. 3. You got this. 2. Keep breathing. And 1. Slowly come back up through center. Hands find those hips. Turn the toes so they're facing the same direction as the left. Heels out, toes in, arms nice and wide. Let's start to fold forward here. Let the hands graze the earth. And just like we're grazing the earth or the water, we're just going to sweep the arms side to side here. Finding that rhythm, let that head get nice and heavy, let the weight go. Take a few exhales, maybe sigh it out the mouth. Good. Then let's start to sweep the hands all the way to the right side. Let the hands find that right ankle or the shin and fold forward here. Find 3 deep breaths. Again, notice where you're holding, seeing if you can let it go. Once you finish that last round of breath, turn all 10 toes to face the front. Hands frame that front foot. Step that right foot back, high plank. Option here to lower the knees. Option to lower all the way or halfway. Inhale, baby cobra, upward facing dog. And then exhale, shift it back, downward facing dog. Good. Root into the feet, press into the hands. Take a nice deep breath in. Exhale, sigh it out. Let's do one more just like that. Full breath in. Exhale, let it go. Beautiful. Let's start to extend the left leg nice and long. Square off those hips to start. Drop that right heel. Then let's start to find a nice deep bend in the left knee. Open up through the hip. Heel draws towards the seat. Keep rooting into the hands. Inhale to draw that left leg nice and straight. Pull the knee forward. Look in between the hands. Step that left foot forward. Now find the feet first. Drop that back heel down. Start to open up through the arms. And again, if it feels good, take the hands to the hips first. Maybe you widen that stance. Make sure that everything feels steady in the hips and the legs, and that front knee is in line with the front ankle. Let the shoulders drop, and then inhale, reach the arms alongside the ears. Bring the fingertips towards the sky. Soften the face. Look up, draw the jawline back. Good. Find a nice full breath here. And exhale, cactus through the arms, open up through the chest. Good. Inhale, reach up. Hands connect overhead, pull them towards your heart. Cross the thumbs in front of you, straighten through the front leg, press the hands forward. Pull the hands towards your heart as you bend into the front knee. 2 more just like that, press forward. Pull it in. You've got it. 1 more just like this. And pull those hands back in. Good. Keep bending into that front knee. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, step that foot a little further back. Take a peek at the feet. Make sure that the feet are in line. Drop through the arms, warrior two. Soften through the shoulders. Bring the gaze over the front fingertips. Let's find that energetic pull. Pull that arm forward, almost like you're pulling back that arrow, and release. 2 more just like that. Allow yourself to really feel that movement. Let yourself slow it down. Feel that pull and allow that release. Good. Flip that front palm, reach forward, reverse. Keep the front knee bent. Breathe for 3. Breathe for 2. And 1, come back through center. Right away, straighten through that front leg. Can keep that micro bend in the knee. Right hip comes back. Left arm reaches forward. Hinge from those hips, Trikonasana, triangle pose. Now find those micro adjustments with the shoulder, with that right hand reaching up towards the sky, with the length of how far you're coming down that left leg. Breathe. Open up through the chest, seeing if you can close the eyes for just a moment. Feel into the body, feel into that energetic vibration. 1 more breath here. Good, slowly come back up through center. Right away, hands find those hips. I'm going to turn to face you, but you're going to turn your left toes to face the same direction as the right. Toes in, heels out, arms out nice and wide. Let's fold the body forward, hinge from those hips. And we'll find that movement with the fingertips on the earth, or you can imagine a stream of water. And just let those fingertips come back and forth, side to side. Find a few deep breaths here. Let it go. Good. 1 more breath here. Good. And then you're going to start to slowly pull the hands all the way to the left side. Let the hands find that left ankle or shin. Head is heavy. Let the weight go. Release all that effort. Feel that nice stretch in the back of the legs for 3, for 2, and 1. Hands keep walking towards that left foot, towards the top of the mat. Turn all 10 toes to face the front. Hands frame that front foot. Step that left foot back, high plank. Option here to lower all the way or halfway. Baby cobra, upward facing dog. And shift it back. Downward facing dog. Now, a couple options here. You can hold in your down dog. You can find a child's pose with the knees wide. And you can find 2 more flows. So find what you need here. What is going to help you unwind? What is going to help you release that stress? Is it a flow? Is it stillness, active stillness in your down dog? Or is it child's pose with the knees on the earth, toes together, reaching the arms forward and letting the weight fall into the mat? You have 1 more flow here, 5 deep breaths, and then let's all come down to child's pose for a moment and let those knees connect, let those arms get heavy, let ourselves just release into the earth. And then maybe here you find a little rock of the forehead side to side. Good. Find a nice deep breath in through the nose. Exhale, side out, let it go. Beautiful. One more full breath here. And then let's start to walk the hands over towards the left side of the mat. Maybe that right hand lands on top of the left. Feel that nice side stretch on the right side of the body. Let the hips drop down a little bit more. Just listen to the sound of your breath. And then slowly let's walk the hands back through center over to the other side. Maybe that left hand lands on top of the right. Sink into it. Breathe into the pelvis, along the spine. Let the breath settle. Let the mind empty. And if it's not empty, maybe you just allow yourself to draw awareness to the thoughts. And let them flow in and out naturally. Take the hands forward in front of you. Find that one more breath in your child's pose. And then slowly start to walk the hands back in towards the body. Let's pull the knees together. Shift the feet off to one side. Let the legs come in front of you. And we're just going to slowly bring the soles of the feet down towards the earth. And we're going to come into an active boat pose before we settle on the earth. So, lots of options with our boat pose. We can bring the hands behind the thighs, just lift the heels, lean back a little bit. This is a great place to stay. If you want a little bit more, you can start to lift the legs, shins parallel to the earth. If you want a little bit more, you can reach the arms forward here. Also option to drop the toes, reach the arms forward. So lots of options. Find your breath. Breathe for 5, for 4. You've got this. 3, 2, and 1. Arms come behind the thighs. Let's rock and roll a couple times down towards the earth. And then we'll eventually find our way to our back. Knees hug in towards the chest. Give yourself that gentle squeeze. Gentle rock side to side. Good. And then we're going to just hug our right knee in towards the chest. Extend that left leg nice and long. Give that right knee a nice full squeeze in towards the chest. And then with that left hand, let's pull it over towards the left side. Right hand comes out in a cactus shape or a T shape. And let the gaze follow. Just settle on the breath here. Inhale, I know I'm inhaling. Exhale, I know I'm exhaling. And then we can slowly come back through center. Both knees hug back in towards the chest. Give yourself that gentle rock side to side. Let a few breaths sigh out. Let it go. And then that left knee hugs in, lengthen through that right leg. Let's give that left knee a little squeeze. And then with that right hand, let's pull the left knee over towards the right. Again, that left arm finds that cactus shape or T shape, and let's bring the gaze over that left shoulder. And then starting to slow down the heart rate, slow down the breath. The best thing about unwinding is we do a lot of movement, getting that heart rate going, and then we ease our way into stillness. And after we've released some of that energy, hopefully we can find stillness a little bit easier. Start to come back through center. Hug both knees in towards the chest one last time. Give yourself a little rock side to side. Good. Now you're more than welcome to stay on your back. I'm going to take you through a really quick meditation to end our practice today. You're more than welcome to stay on the back in a Shavasana shape or a constructive rest with the knees bent, soles of the feet grounded, or you can bring yourself up into a seated position, and that's where I'm going to go today. But you are more than welcome to do whatever feels comfortable for you. Now, once you find that position, make any last minute adjustments, any last minute movements so that you can really settle into stillness. Maybe you let the eyes close here, or maybe the gaze just softens. Roll the shoulders down the back. Let's all take a nice deep breath in. Exhale, sigh out the mouth. And you can allow the hands to fall somewhere on the body. So maybe if you're seated, it's on the thighs, or one hand on the belly, one hand on the heart. And if you're on the back, maybe you just place the hand somewhere on the body where it feels supportive, just so that you can hold on to that physical connection. Now I want you to first start to notice your breath here. Start to notice the sensation of breathing in and breathing out. If you're breathing in through the nose and out through the nose, maybe on the in-breath, the air is cool. And maybe on the out-breath, the air is warm. Just starting to notice where you're at right now, how you're feeling. And letting yourself just be in stillness. Letting yourself just have this moment to pause, breathe, check in. There's nowhere you need to be. Let the world fall away. Let the world quiet around you. And allow yourself to go inward. And I want you to start to notice your energetic vibration. Is it high? Is it low? Is it somewhere in between? Sometimes if we need to ground our energy, if our energy feels a little restless, we can place our hands down towards our thighs or down on the belly, on the chest. If we're feeling like we need a little bit of energy and we're feeling sluggish and we want to invite energy in, maybe we flip the palms up towards the sky. An invitation for the energy to light us up today. So play around with it. What do you need? Notice how you're feeling, not only in the body, but in the mind and the heart. And how do you want to feel as you navigate the rest of your day? What intention are you holding in your space right now? Now, astrologically, things are feeling really slow. So later this week, Mercury is going to station retrograde. So it's going to slow down the energy even more. So there's this invitation to slow down, reflect, reset, reevaluate, and allow yourself to slowly move into the new year. It can be really challenging, especially a new year is usually an invitation to start something new, to tackle fresh goals, a fresh start. But this is very much a time to be still, be reflective, go inward, evaluate what's working, what's no longer working, and get really clear on the goals and the intentions for the year ahead. So if you set an intention at the beginning of your practice, you can repeat it now, or you can use this intention: I allow myself to move slowly. I allow myself to move slowly. If your hands are not already here already, place one hand on the heart, one hand on the belly. Take a nice full breath in. Exhale, side out. If the eyes are closed, you can gently peel them open. With gratitude for our practice and with gratitude for our community, thank you so much for holding space with me today. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If you haven't already, please hit subscribe. Give this video a like if you enjoyed it. Comment on what you were feeling throughout this video. Let me know what you want to see in the new year for yoga, meditation, astrology videos. I want to hear from you. I hope you have a lovely rest of your week, and I hope you have a happy new year. Thank you, everyone.